Okay, today we are going to go through TYS N-level paper 2, 2023 paper 2, okay, for revision for our end of the exam. Right, so for the first question, I assume you all got calculator, unless you're like Glenn, I don't know calculator, never bring calculator. Okay, but okay, so part A, I assume you know how to do. Part B, mark a cross on the number line at this cube root of 0.008. So shift cube. So this one you have to press your calculator. It's not square root, it's cube root. So you press shift cube. So shift root lah, 0.008. That will give you the power. Answer is 0.2. 1 over 5 is 0.2. So we mark at across at 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So 0.2 is here. Okay, mark across. Okay, write down these lengths in order of size, starting with the smallest. So what we need to do, we need to change them, right, to the what do you call that? To the same number of units. Okay, how to change them to the same number of units? Okay, let's begin with from kilometer. How to go to meters? Anyone? 1 kilometer is how many meter?
Divide by 1,000.
Divide, are you sure? Divide or multiply? Kilometer change to meter times 1,000. The one you divide is meter change to kilometer, they divide by 1,000. Okay, meter to cm. 1 meter, how many cm? 100, right? Then this one will be divided by 100. Then cm to mm, this one will be 10. Okay, so divide by 10. So in this case, okay, what do you want to change this to? Do you want to change everything to mm or change everything to cm? Or meter? What do you want to change to? Hey, no response. Okay, for me, I'll change everything to cm probably. Right, I think for me it's easier. So I'm going to change this to cm. Cm, this one change to cm. I'm going to divide by 10. So in terms of cm, this will be 288,933 cm. Change, this is already cm, so we need to change this to cm. I'm going to times 100. So 38012 cm. Change this to cm. First, I change it to meters. So I'm going to times 1,000 to change it to 123,395 meters. Then times 100 again, 39500 cm. So for me, I change everything to cm. But when we write in the final answer, okay, we must use back the original one, okay? So we'll start with the smallest one. Which one is the smallest one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the smallest one will be 380 meter. Then 0.395 kilometer. Then 42300 cm. Then 2889330 mm. Okay, y'all check whether y'all have this answer or not. This one should be okay, right? Simple, straightforward enough. Okay, next question. I'm going to do the indices already. You're done with this part? You're done, can give me I don't know what is how. Yes, thank you. It is. Give me a reaction, okay? If not, I wouldn't know. All right. Okay, next part. Write the whole thing as a single power of 2. Single power of 2 means 2 is going to be my base, right? So if this is going to be my base, when we have multiplication, what happened to the power? When you have multiplied the power, add up together. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this first. So this is 2 to the power negative 2. The power over here, the two powers add up together. Okay, where my WhatsApp is blinking at the back. Okay, can. All right. So in this one, this is 2 to the power. So what will this be? This will be 2 to the power of 5. Okay. But then my number over here is 4 to the power of 3. This is a different base. So I need to do something to change the base for this one. For those of them who have kindly attended my lesson, 4, and how do I change it to 2? I do prime factorization, I divide it. Okay, so 4 can be divided by what? Prime factor? Nobody answer me. If not, you all type out the answer lah, can or not? You all type out the answer lah. You, hello? Then I'm going to talk to myself. Okay, 4 divided by, yes, thank you. 4 divided by 2. Then I get a number 2 divided by 2 again. I get a number 1. So the number 4 changed to base 2. So in this case, I have 2 to the power of 5 times base 2 to the power of 1, 2. There are 2 of them, so 2. But outside, I still have a factor 3 over here. So I'm going to put bracket 3. Okay, so when you have bracket, it means the power will now multiply to each other. So this question actually quite difficult. First step, you must change the base. Then after that, okay, I make sure the base are the same already. Now I can add up my power to the power of 5 plus 2 times 3 is 6, not 2 plus 3, okay? Okay, then now I have 2 to the power of 11. Now what happens when we do division? Multiply the power add together. What happens when I do division? What will happen to the power? Yes, the power will minus. Thank you very much, Elise. Okay, the powers minus each other. So I'm going to take 2 to the power of 11 minus away negative 2. Why I can do this? Because the base over here, both of them are base 2. The 2 base over here, both are the same. So I can just subtract the power directly. Okay, and then this one will give me the final answer. 2 to the power of 11 plus 2, 30. Okay, do you need me to repeat any part of this page? This part of the question? If you are okay with it, you give me a hand signal. What about the rest? Hannah, Hernie, okay, okay, y'all need to respond to me. If not, I'll explain, okay? Yeah, can. If you need me to explain, then you type in the chat box or something, okay? Right, next part, okay, this one need to expand very slowly, okay, slowly. Now, something to take note, when you have negative power, right? I know a to power, let's say I give you 3 over 4 to the power of negative 5, okay? I'm switching the number, if I were to flip this, okay, I'm switching the number body 4 over 3 to power of positive 5. Notice the power here did not flip fraction. The one that flip is the body, this part over here that need to flip the fraction. So sometimes for this question, some students, they see a negative power here. They can flip the power. Okay, actually not correct. You just need to flip this portion over here. So what we're going to do, we deal with the negative power first. So x to the power of 4 over 9, power is negative 3 over 2. We're going to deal with the negative power first. Okay, I'm going to flip this. Okay, flip the body. So it becomes 9 over x to the power of 4, whole thing to the power of 3 over 2. This one's still okay? The flipping the power. Next thing, then what is this thing? This one, if you are not sure, this is just numbers, right? What you can do, you can use your calculator. 9 to the power of 3 over 2. Power, okay, not 9 times. This is not 9 times 3 over 2. It's 9 to the power of 3 over 2. Use your calculator to check. Can you tell me what is the calculator value? Everyone calculate the calculator value. What is this number? What does it become? Thank you. Okay, so 9 to the power of 3 over 2 is the number 27. So now I'm going to change this whole thing over here. 9 to the power 3 over 2 to the number 27. Then I still have my denominator. What is this in the denominator? This will become x to the power 4. When you have bracket, the power is the one that multiply to each other. So this is now x to the power of 4 times 3 over 2. Then I work out just the power itself. 4 times 3 over 2 gives me the power 6. So simplifying it, this one will become x to the power of 6. Is this okay? Can or not? Okay, slowly. Right? If you need me to repeat, I can repeat again. But some of them, they do different manner. They do this, I noticed in the previous worksheet, some of you do it slightly differently. Another way to interpret this, after I flip my fraction, I got 9 x to the power 4, 3 over 2, right? What does this mean? When you have divided by 2, okay, divide by 2, power divide by 2, means take square root. Okay, so got a few of the people or some students I noticed, they actually went to take square root of 9 over x to the power 4 first. Let me draw this longer. Then keep everything cube. Then square root 9 will be the number 3. Square root x to the power 4, the power divide by 2, so x to the power 2. Holding cube. Then the student put 3 cube x to the power 2 times 3, 2 bracket 3. Then give you 27 x to the power 6. Also can. Anyone of you did it in this manner? But anyone prefer, you prefer this one, right? If you prefer this one, then you know how to do it in exam, you use this method. Okay? Can Then what about Honey and Kimmy? Okay or not? This question, if you're okay, you give me a signal. Yeah, okay, good. Then I continue with the next question. Okay, next question. Below. Okay, this one is a little bit, I done one of the similar question in revision paper 1 already, but do just in case. Now, each person in the group, right, was asked how many times they went to the cinema. The results are shown in this table. So when the questions talk about the total number of visits to the cinema, this one, what is total number of visits? Okay, visits, total number of visits. So what do we know? I have 0 visit for 13 people. So how many visits are there? There are actually 0 visits. Correct? 13 people never go to the cinema at all. So it's 0 visit. Right? I have 10 people who visited the cinema 1 time. So what's the number of visits? Total number of visits. 10 times 1 to give you 10 times. I have 9 people who visited cinema 2 times. So how many times have they visited the cinema? 9 times 2. 18. Can you tell me the next few numbers? Right, then what will this be? 4 and P. 4 times P will give you 4P. Then 5 times 4, 20. 2 people visit 6 times, 12 visits. They say that the total number of visits is 101. So I'm going to add all this frequency up. Everything equals to 101. Then simplify your answer. Minus away everything. I got 4P equals to 20. P will be equals to 1. Okay, do you all understand the concept? Yes, all times together, correct, Elise? Okay, so we multiply together already. Now they tell me that the number is 5. Sometimes why they ask you to show certain things because my second part might need to work out some answers, right? So they already asked me to show that p equals to 5. That means now the number here, p is equals to the number 5. They asked me to find the median. Okay, how to find the median? I must find my total number first, right? So the middle position first. My total frequency, 13, 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, and 2. I got total 50 people. I need to find the person in the middle position. Anyone remember the formula? What do I do to 50? Take 50, do what to it? What can I do? What do I do to 50? Nobody answer. Okay, take 50, then do what to it? I plus 1 divided by 2. Yeah, I don't really have to talk to myself. You all need to talk to me. Okay, so this is the 25th.5 position. Where's the 25th.5 position? Is this 25th.5 the number, the answer? No, that is not the answer. Okay, that is the position, the person, right? So it means I need the 25th person and I also need the 26th person. Okay, so if I need the 25th person, here got 13, here got 10, total already 23. So the 24 is here, 25, 25th, 26, all of them are inside here, right? So, and that person has a number of visits, 2 visits to the cinema. So in this case, this one, the median will be the 25th person got 2, the 26th person is still 2, add together divide by 2, still 2 visits. Okay. Any questions for this portion? Need me to explain anything? Cannot. Y'all must give me some reaction. How? Okay, yeah? Only one person react to me, the rest I don't know. Okay, can I continue? I continue already, Okay, okay, yes, thank you very much for replying me. Somebody. Next part of the question. One person is selected at random from the group. How many people have we calculated? We calculated that there were a total of 50 people. So the first thing I remember, total is 50 people. Right? They choose one person. Find the probability that the person made fewer than 2. Fewer than 2 means what? Can it be 2? If it's fewer than 2 means it's going to be less than 2, right? So it cannot be 2 visits. It must be lesser than 2 visits. What is considered lesser than 2 visits? Visits. Lesser than 2. 2 or less. So there'll be how much? 0 and 1 visit, right? How many people are there in total who visited 0 and 1 times? Got 13 plus 10. That will give you a total of 23 out of 50 people. Then check whether can you simplify this. So cannot simplify, this is my answer. Okay. Then, okay, then maybe I want to make use of this question and explain something else extra. Okay, what happens if I change the question a little bit? Okay, let me change the question to 2 person is selected. At random from the 50 people. What is the probability that 1 is fewer than 2 visits? The other has more than 2 visits? How are we going to do this question? Okay, I'm going to explain this slowly. First thing, 2 persons selected, correct? The first person, there is a total of 50. Denominator first. After I take out this first person, and then I choose one more. And I multiply, okay? I choose one more. What will be the denominator over here? Is it still going to be 50? I have 50 to start off with. I take out one person already. I'm going to choose the second person now. Yes, Hannah said that -1. So in this case, this number will now become 49. Then I look at my condition. My condition say one is less than 2 visits. The other has more. So what can I do? I can have a choice of less and then more. They didn't tell me the position, right? So I can have the less than 2 visit. Who is the people who have less than 2 visit? Less than 2 visit got total of 23 of them. So got 23 people meet this criteria. Less than 2 visit. The other person has more than 2 visit. Total is 50. 23 of them is less than 2. How many are more than 2? Okay, should not be more than 2. More than or equal to. They are or more than or equal to. Okay, so if it's more than or equal to 50 minus 23, that gives me the remaining is 27. So what do I put down here? How many people have more than or equal to 2 visits? This one will be 27. Okay, but this is the first possible case. Wait, I check first. Do you all understand how we get this case? Can one person? What about the rest, honey? Kimmy, you all okay? Fatiha? Okay, can or not? Okay, Fatiha raise hands means okay, huh? Alright. So you understand this case, So one is less, the second one is more. Now, but is this the only possible situation? I can have another case, right? So now this is all a different case. A second case is, must I have the less in front? I can choose the one that's more in front, right? So I can choose the one that's more visits first. And then the second one is the one with the less visit. Okay, again, same scenario. Okay, now this is or. Am I good? What am I going to do? And I multiply. Okay, or I need to add the second possible combination. Okay, now I should begin. First one, when I first choose, how many people are there for me to choose from? Yes, correct. Okay, thank you. Okay, how many people are there for me to choose from to start off with? I have 50 people to start off with, correct? But after I choose one person, what am I left with? After I choose the first person, the second one, what's the denominator going to be down here? Yes, this is going to be the number 49. Now, this time round, I want the number of people who have more. How many people have more than more than or equal to 2 visits? The number 27. Then the second one is the less, the number is 23. Okay, then you add the two cases together and you find the probability. Let me calculate this. 23 over 50 times 27 over 49. I got the number. If the number is not a nice number, leave it in fraction. Is this okay? Yeah. Can? Yeah. So this one is the slightly harder questions. Okay. Then I want to just double check to ask you to practice. Do you know how to find mean, estimated mean, standard deviation? Okay, I'm not sure whether do you still have your TYS with you, but I just want to use this question. This is the paper from 2022 paper 2. So this one is in 2022 paper 2. So you look at 2022 paper 2. Okay, if you don't have the question, never mind, you can do it together with me visually. Okay, for this one is cumulative frequency curve. Cumulative frequency curve, remember, recall, if I want to find the median, how many percent? Which, in the middle, how many percentile? In the middle, how many percentile? Nobody tell me. Hey, hello. In the middle, half. Half is how many percent? Yeah, 50th percentile, right? Okay, so the 50th, so in this case happen to be 50 over 100 times my total frequency. Look at where the graph stops, right? Observe where the graph stops. Don't just assume it, okay? Sometimes it's not 100, sometimes it's less than 100. So in this case, it's 100. My number is at 50. I look at the 50th position, but is that my median? That is not my median value. I need to draw a line. Okay, oops. And you draw a line and read from the graph. Okay, and my number here, this is in 40. There is a unit, so my median is 40 units. Okay, next one, let's find interquartile range. This one, some of you really bad. Interquartile range. Okay, before you find the interquartile, you need to find upper quartile and lower quartile. Upper quartile and lower quartile. The upper quartile, how many percent? 1/4, upper quarter, 75%. Thank you, Fatiha. 75 out of 100 times my total. This is my, this one should be my total based on the number here. Okay, times 100. Happen that it's 100, not always going to be 100. Okay, then this number is 75, but that is not my answer. I need to read the graph. So 75, I'm going to read my graph. Okay, crooked line. Never mind lah, you know what I'm telling you. Okay, then the problem is sometimes students don't know how to read this square, correct or not? What we can do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 square represent 45 to 50, 5 unit. So 1 square, 1 unit. Okay, so 45, 46, 47, 48. So the number 48. So upper quartile is 48. Interquartile range is found by taking the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. My upper quartile, the number that I found is 48. Okay, now let's find the lower quartile. Where is the lower quartile? Lower quartile, how many percent? 25, thank you. 25% of my total. Thank you. Total, the total is the number over 100. So times 100 is 25, happen to be 25, not all the time. Okay, so I go to my 25th percentile. Remember, read the graph. Okay, oh, my line very crooked. Okay, this number is in between, so it's 32.5. Okay, so I take the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, 32.5. Read from the graph. Okay, but all these have a units. All of them are from this axis. Everything is in minutes. So your answer will be 48 minus 32.5. This one will be 15.5 minutes. Okay, this one is TYS 2022 paper 2. Okay, one of the questions at the back. This part, who don't know how to do? Everyone know how to do, right? I assume all know how to do, okay? Yeah, must get it correct. But then now the question is, I'm going to use this graph to highlight about how to find standard deviation and for estimated mean. Okay, the second part, okay, of this graph, this is related to graph itself. They say the part of the distribution for 100 students is shown inside this table. Okay, then they asked me to find these values. What do these numbers look like? The numbers is they want between 45 to 50 minutes. So between 45 to 50 minutes, I need to work backwards 45 to 50 minutes. So 45 minutes. Oh, this frequency, this pen is too sharp. Okay, I should draw a red one. 45. Let's go backwards. Okay, let's go backwards. This number here is 62, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square represent 10 units. 1 square represent 2 units. Okay, so 60, 66, right? But between 45 to 55, is it 55? 55 or 50? Or to 50, sorry, you read wrongly. To 50. So 50 again, read from the 50, go up. Okay, then here, this number. Okay, this number is now 82. They want the number of people from 45 to 50. What are we going to do to find this number? I know the one for 50 is 82. The one for 45 is 66. How to find the number between inside, in between the two of them? One is 82, one is 66. Correct. Take 82 minus 66. So this one, how to find the number? You read the graph already. In between the two lines, 82 minus 66. Number will be 60. So on and so forth. Okay, I'm not going to do the rest of that. I just use it as an example to tell you. So if such a question come out, you need to know how to work backwards from the table. Okay, from the graph to the table. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to look through another question. This one I think is 2021 paper, maybe paper 1 or paper 2, cannot remember already. I just want to highlight to you. Do you remember how to use your calculator? Oh, this one cannot show you without my background. Okay, do you remember how to use your calculator, okay, to find standard deviation? Okay, menu number 3. I think number 3. Then choose number 1 variable. Right. Then you should have your frequency switch on. You check your calculator. Is your frequency table on? You don't have your calculator with you, you check. Is the frequency table on? If your frequency table is not on, you let me know. I show you how to find the frequency, how to switch on the frequency. Okay, is your frequency on? Can I? Then the next thing is inside my table, I have the X data, right? X data. But this number here in a table format, inside a interval, inside data with intervals, I have two set of numbers for each interval. What do I need to find? What number am I going to keep? I need to find the mid value for X. You all remember how to find mid value? What's the number in between 0 and 20? 10, then followed by 25. Okay, you notice that the numbers, the intervals may not be the same, may not be the same. Some from 0 to 20, the interval is bigger. This one 0, 20 to 30, the interval is smaller. So they're all unequal intervals. Okay, so then I have the next one, 35, 45, And this last one is 50 to 80, not all the same, okay? So 50 to 80, what do? I take 50 plus 80 divided by 2, 65. Okay, so now I have all my data intervals already. What am I going to key for my X numbers? I'm going to key 10, 25, 35, 45, and 65. Okay, 10, 25 equal 35, 45, 65. All right, so we have something like that. Maybe you can practice a little bit. Okay, then now we're going to move on to the next column, okay, to change your frequency over here. So you move your arrow and you change your frequency. My frequency is 15, 23, 17, 8, and 12. Alright. So I don't know how many of you managed to get the same. Am I too fast for y'all? Are y'all trying the same thing together with me? Now, after this, I don't clear off for this calculator. I do not clear off my data. What do I need to press? Which button? Nobody answer me. Oh no, this is very bad. What do I press? What's the next button to press? I need to press the OPTN button, right? The OPTN button. Yes, correct. So the OPTN button, then, okay, let me write down. So OPTN button, we are key data, OPTN, then press number 3, variable calculator, choose 3 variable calculator. Then you read the table, right? The first one, estimated mean is the X bar. X bar means mean. Okay. If it's as accurate as possible, you try to calculate, right? So this one, my answer will be just simply X bar 32.8. Okay. Then which one is my standard deviation? Which is my ST, standard deviation. Standard deviation is the one that look like the sigma, this one. Okay, right there, this one. This icon is my standard deviation. Okay, then this icon. Oh no, where's the icon? The second last from here. This one over here. Okay, let's try the calculator. So this one is my standard deviation, and in this case, although they did ask me, my standard deviation will be 17.47836758. I'm going to be careful. I copy as much as I can. Then I round it off to 3 significant figure. Is that okay? Yes, outside. So please remember. Okay, go. When you have time, go and read the TYS, any questions or whichever, go and practice with the table. Is it okay? Can I? So I leave this here. Okay. All right. So now after that, I have them. How do I change my menu? Back to the normal calculation book. Press menu, then press 1. Number 1. All right. Okay. Press menu number 1. Okay. Now with that, I'm quite happy already. But the second part, just now, Hannah already mentioned we have a lot of explanation question, right? So I was just talking about this question. It happened that this question also has, Michelle forgot to include one donation. The amount was $31. It's a new value, right? She now update everything into the table to include this value. She expects that the estimated mean will be now less. How do I know? And let us compare it with okay. Here. Okay, how do I know how will it affect the mean? Let's look at my average mean. My mean is now $32.08. Okay, this is a set of money. So when I write my answer, this is going to be $32.08. cents. This is going to be 2 decimal place, all right, for my money, because this one is about money in this case, instead of just 368. But now the money over here, the $31 is $31 more than or less than the mean. Is the $31 more or less than our estimated mean? Less, correct. $31 is less than estimated mean of $32.80. Don't just say less, less than what number? Quote the number itself, right? Give the numerical explanation. Okay, without recalculating. If I added someone who is lesser than the average, what will happen to my overall average? Will it increase or will the average decrease? I added something less. So will my everyone average, will it increase or will it decrease? It will. Yeah, I'm waiting for you all. Give me answer. Less or more? Yes, it will decrease. It will be less. So if that's the case, Michelle says that the estimated mean will now be less. True, you agree or don't agree? Is Michelle correct? Right. So she's correct. Okay. All right. So you just need to compare it to the estimated mean. I put a star. Y'all know why I put a star? No. Okay. Can I? Okay. This part still okay? Can I? Then I'm gonna explain other parts of the. I'm gonna go through the other part. I never say anything. I keep quiet. Okay. Next one. Polygon. If you cannot remember this, please study. Please watch my video. There is a polygon videos itself. Okay. Wait. Let me choose. Go back to my original background. Okay. First, what are the different formulas of a polygon that you need to remember? The very basic one. Interior angle of regular polygon is take the number of sides n. Anyone remember? Minus 2 times 180 degrees divided by number of sides in the polygon. Okay, so this is the regular interior angle of a regular polygon. Second property, the interior angle and the exterior angle must add up to 180 degrees. Okay, thirdly, all the exterior angle add up to 360 degrees. So 3 things you need to know. Right? If it's not a regular polygon, then you can only find the total angle, which is n minus 2 times 180. Okay, so now I want to find the interior angle of regular hexagon. Hexagon got x. Hexagon. Anyone remember hexagon? N is equals to how many sides? Hexagon. Yes, 6 sides. So n equals to 6. So SIX hexagon 6. Then what is 5 sides? This one you need to study. 5 sides. It's called what? Yes, pentagon. 7 no, 8 lah. 8 more common. 8 lah. 8 side. 8 side is octagon. Yes, correct. 7 is heptagon, okay? But now M minus 2, I want to find the interior of a regular. They say regular, so everyone is the same. So I take 6 minus 2 times 180 divided by 6. This one will give you the angle 120 degrees. So my interior angle 120 degrees. Okay, yes, nonagon, then decagon, correct. So now they tell you a regular hexagon has a side of 5 cm. So what's so special about a regular hexagon? This angle you found is 120. And not only that, all the angles will also be 120. All the angles are the same. Next thing, what can you tell me if this measurement is 5 cm? What can you tell me about all the other measurements, all the sides? This one is 5 cm, that means the other side is also going to be, it's a regular polygon. The other side is also being 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm, correct? Right? The question asked me to calculate the area of hexagon. Alamak, die. How to do? I got no formula to calculate the hexagon, right? But we need to think, am I able to cut it into some shapes that is easy for me to find? You know, what can I draw and cut it into? How will you cut it into? No, no answer. Well, I will cut them into triangle. Is it logical? Yes, I'll cut it into triangle. And then something about hexagon is very interesting. Okay, if I cut it into a triangle, that means all these here will add up to 1 point, right? 360. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means this is going to be 60 degree. Oh, that's 60 degree. Okay, 60 degree. I know that this one is originally 120 and I cut it into it's symmetrical, right? I cut it into so many triangles already. This 120 makes it become, this one is also 60. This one is also 60. What kind of triangle is this that all 3 sides are 60? It's a equilateral triangle. So if that's the case, this side is 5 cm. That means this one is also 5 cm. This one is also 5 cm. So I know all the length here are going to be 5 cm. Not all kind of triangles are like that, okay? Only for hexagon has this special property because it's 6 sides. 360 divided 6 gives you 60. Okay? If it's not, then you have to maybe a 5-sided or 8-sided or 9-sided, then you need to cut. You take 360 divide by the number of triangles that you can find. Okay, or you draw according to what the diagram tells you. Okay, so if that's the case, if I want to find the area of hexagon, I can find the area of one triangle. Okay, formula, area for triangle. Can anyone tell me the area of triangle? No, half time base sum height this time. What can I use?
Half A sine C.
Very good. Half AB sine C. Correct, Elise. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, half AB sine C. Yes. Okay, so in this case, I already have 2 sides. Half AB sine 60. Okay, or I can even use the other 2 sides. Half AB sine 60. Right, so in this case, I have half times 5 times 5 times sine 60 degrees. And that gives me 10.8253. Wait a minute. How many triangles are here? How many triangles are there here? 6. So I times 6. So total area, I'm going to take the more accurate number, 568, multiply by 6. And that gives me the number 64.9518. Then round off 64, 368, 1, 2, 3, round up 65.0 cm squared. Is this okay? Okay, I finished the last part. Okay, then we take a quick break. Then we come back to some other questions. There are some other questions I still need to highlight. Is that okay? Right, let me finish the last part. Now, pyramid. Notice in paper one came out the, what do you call that? The bowl, the bowl, right? So now this one is on pyramid. Okay, so what is the formula for pyramid? Okay, let's do a quick recall. You all have my formula sheet also, can remember, right? So area of pyramid, it depends on the shape of the pyramid. I wouldn't know. Okay, you have the base area plus the number area of the triangles add up together. Volume of the pyramid, volume is equals to 1/3, because anything that is a sharp 1/3, 1/3. The small on top, big at the bottom. Okay, base area times the height. Oops, who's the one that's here? Oh, Fatihah. Got disconnected. Okay, 1/3 base area times height. So 1/3. What is the area? They say the base of they say the base is a regular hexagon, side 5 cm. Isn't this our base area? This is our base area, right? So I'm going to use this base area, 1/3 base area. Times, they say the perpendicular height of the pyramid is sharp. So we're going to find the perpendicular height of the pyramid. Okay, and I get my answer, this one. Then we round it off, 3 6 feet, round up to 6. Okay, is this okay so far? Can okay, can. Then like that, I will pause the recording for a while. We go for a quick, maybe 2 minutes break, right? Because if not, I need to rest a while also. Then we come back and continue with our recording. Can? I'll just stop recording first. Okay.